See, I don't like running out of attacks like that, man.
Yeah.
It
is true, you can kind of screw you over.
And he has a Keyblade to swing the thing.
Yeah.
I like to. Well, we're reading some fanfiction. We can do things like sing and Toast as a Solid Snake impression on command if you guys want him to read anything in Snake voice.
And it's out Link. That's so weird.
Yeah, why does it censor? And also, why does it censor Link as 3 asterisks?
Link is a 3-letter word to them.
What ear from this stuff?
It's all sticking out of the ear.
There's one hair that's kind of sticking out in front of your ear. So,
You look like Seth Rogen.
You get that a lot. Seth Rogen or Kevin Smith sometimes.
I don't see the Kevin Smith.
You're like a
I'll show you what
Rogen
it
hybrid.
I'm racist against Smith.
Kevin Rogen.
Kevin Rogen.
Or Seth Smith.
Let us
Seth
combine them.
Seth
Did the
Smith.
fusion
That
dance.
sounds pretty neat. Seth Smith. It's also hard to say.
Smith.
Seth Smith. Seth.
Check donations again.
Those are 2 badass actors, so
There you go.
it's a
Yeah.
win-win.
I like Seth Rogen. I'm cool with that.
I like Kevin Smith. I like both of them.
Mm-hmm. I like Kevin Smith more as like
Says away
a
with
personality, like his talking comedy.
Oh, nice.
And his movies.
Nice. Hey, man.
While I was at work.
So Phantom Marauder.
Oh, Phantom Marauder. Awesome. Good
Okay,
job.
so he included the link. Phantom Marauder. She. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm really tired, so I'm gonna screw up pronouns a lot. So sorry.
Were you guys doing the phone night?
No, we actually got up a little while for it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
skip ad. Where's the skip ad button? There we go.
I had to stop my
why-
Kingdom Hearts 2 run to go to work.
Man, see, life just screws up people's priorities.
Yeah,
I have
right.
this game to finish. Now you're making me go to work. Why?
Alright.
Okay, so the football fanfiction was called. It was called Life.
It's just got life, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
couldn't think
so.
of a title, so life. Whatever.
Oh god, this
Long.
is so long. Hang on. Okay,
That's
so
what she said.
well,
Sorry.
okay, so
Nice.
we won't read all this because I know this is super long and it's about literally nothing. So let's see here. So the first several paragraphs, many paragraphs actually, are about like, these
Who's the
are.
final boss in this one?
I have no idea.
Ask them and final boss.
Who's the final boss in Rechain of Memories? Chat, if they wish to know. Okay, so many paragraphs are just describing who
Marla.
the members of Organization 13 are. Which,
Yeah.
if you're reading a Kingdom Hearts fan fiction, you already know who they are. So these paragraphs
Yeah.
mean nothing.
Like I'm writing a story about Star Trek. Let me tell you about every member of the Star Trek
Yeah,
crew
it's
before we get into the story.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh god, and so they're talking. This guy who's a scientist, right? And they're talking about the Heartless, I guess.
Scientist.
That would be interesting to play Riku's story. I never did that on a game.
Okay, here we go. Alright. So do this. Okay, so after that, something happens, and then I guess they wake up in Dust Bowl or something. So
Yeah.
he abruptly turned to face the door to the dining room, expecting something to burst out of it. When nothing did, he turned around again and spinned back toward it, yelling, "No!" He did it about 4 more times. He just spinned around yelling, "No, no, no, no!" While
This is the way
Luxord,
I introduce myself.
and Marluxia just shook their heads, as this is a human reaction of someone spinning around yelling, "Now!"
This guy was a scientist?
I think Marluxia's a girl, so we're gonna keep with it.
Okay, sure. Okay, girl
Yeah.
voice. This guy was a scientist?
Oh no, wait, I guess Marluxia is a guy. Okay, whatever. Said
Okay,
with his
sure.
head in
Okay,
his
guy's
palm-
voice. Cool. This guy was a scientist?
Androgynous voice. Marluxia said with his head in his palm.
I know, right.
Luxord said.
Now!
Lexaeus said one more time.
Oh, stop it.
Roxas said.
If nothing happened the first time, it's gonna be the same the other times.
Perhaps.
Yes.
I guess
Perhaps.
the hero
Don't
said,
feel bad.
rubbing his chin.
Or
with the
maybe
light.
that's just what they want you to
Multiple
tell
bosses
us,
like 10
right?
times in a row.
No!
Like that in the
No!
Sark
No!
Distance.
No!
Is he still yelling? Okay, whatever. As Lexius
I was
kept
planning on beginning
turning
to-
around and facing the door while shouting, the remaining three members just looked at each other.
Because I never
Despite
died.
Lex's bizarre logic,
Said Luxord.
I'm beginning to think that no one planned this. Indeed. Any more gems of wisdom you got for us?
Marluxia said, throwing a napkin at him.
Just saying.
Oh, Marluxia.
Just
Just saying. Roxas looked away from the others and stared into space. What had happened to them? Okay, so Zemnas awoke in a bit of dusty ground. He had no idea what just happened to him. 1 minute he was sitting down for a meal with everyone else, and now he had no clue where he was. He got up off the ground and dusted off his clothes. As he did so, he noticed something was wrong. Looking down, he saw he was no longer wearing his typical black cloak. Instead, he was wearing some sort of blue overcoat. Rushing over to a hall, he noticed a dust-covered mirror hanging there. Wiping away the grime, he got a good look at what he was wearing. There was the blue overcoat, which ended slightly below his waist. On it, there was a belt that had various pouches. Oh, he got into a Broad Liefeld comic.
Yeah, sure.
Someone save him!
Crap
But
load of
no-
patches and zippers.
That's
and little
right.
Things strapped on that have no purpose.
Wait a minute. So he never left Kingdom Hearts.
That's true. They
Oh,
intersect pretty well.
but
You'll echo going.
But it was what was on his head that seemed most out of place. On top of his head was a dark gray army helmet. How did I miss this, he thought as he took off the helmet in his hands. Things just kept getting stranger. First, he was abducted from his castle with absolutely no warning. Usually when I'm abducted, I need advance warning.
Yeah.
We're gonna kidnap
Gonna abduct
you!
you. Just let you know.
FYI! 2 weeks notice.
Just get a heads up.
Yeah, get a memo. And then he was sent to this wooden fort. Oh, there were two forts, I guess. From the
Yeah.
looks of... there seems to be two forts at this place.
Let me describe them to you.
Yeah,
the first fort.
There's
opens
teams
looks like a
in
barn.
there's teams in this fortress.
It is red.
Apparently, from the looks of things, as he looked around to take in his surroundings, and he was in some sort of military uniform. What was going on?
Where is it? Okay, where are we? Okay, what was going on? Hey, Zemnas!
A familiar voice yelled out behind him. The superior turned around to find himself looking at Zigbar. Ah,
I'm
Zigbar.
hungry for a Zigbar. Delicious. Oh,
Break me off a
Zigbar,
piece
you
of
my
that
only friend.
Zigbar. But like him, his number two, I said keep it PG, people, wasn't dressed as his usual.
Don't dress up your number two.
That's a sign of mental problems, I think. In his usual organization clothes. Instead, he wore a tight blue shirt with a leather vest over it. On one of his hands, there was a fingerless glove, and the other remained unclothed. He wore a simple wide-brimmed hat and, oddly enough, sunglasses. Even though the strap for his eye patch could be seen coming out from behind him.
What the hell is going on in here?
Said the audience. No, he asked, scratching his head.
I just woke up in this garb, and
He paused, finally get a good look at what Zemnas was wearing.
I see you're in the same predicament here.
No, they're waking up and now they're all... This goes on for paragraphs about how they're dressed up as Team Fortress characters and they don't know why. This is a very epic, thrilling tale of clothes.
It would seem.
Nodded Zemnas.
So, are we the only ones here?
Zigbar shrugged.
Oh no!
He said.
Could be. Everything happened so fast, and
Oh, dang, I should have used.
I hope someone has an explanation for this.
Another familiar voice said from down the hall. Sykes!
Sakes!
Sykes!
Sakes!
Psych!
Sakes!
Stepped into the room, and he too was in a different outfit. You can see this goes on so long about their clothes. Okay. And where is it? Where were they? I lost my place. Gotta look up. Okay. Yeah, but I can't see where that is. Okay. He was simpler than the others. Just a blue t-shirt and vest, but he's also wearing a bandolier made of bullets.
Nice look, Sakes.
Said-
Lose a track of voice.
Said, yeah, I can't keep track of what voice goes to. Said Zigbar with a smile.
I don't suppose you know anything about this.
He said menacingly.
Sakes!
Sakes! Zemnas, Xmas, whoever said it,
Xmas.
said attempting to
Xmas said it. Oh, that's
come in second in command.
Yes, Superior? Neither I nor number two have any clue as to what happened, so don't look at us. Fine.
The diviner said.
It's just that I asked the others, and...
Zemnas raised an eyebrow.
Others?
Oh, they're in Lost. It's a Lost team.
Raise an eyebrow.
Oh, you are.
Others? Oh, wait, that was
He said, so...
Yes.